Hello and welcome to a new session of easypowerbi.com. As you know that Microsoft has recently released October updates in which there is a new feature which is in preview stage at the moment, which is fuzzy merge. Lot many people are discussing about the usage and the use cases of fuzzy merge. So this video is actually concentrating on this new feature, which is, as I said earlier, is presently in preview stage. So I have already enabled it through uh, this file option and settings and option. If you see over here in preview features, this is already enabled, but if you want to enable it on your Power BI, then you might have to restart after enabling this. So better whenever you are trying this example, you have to enable it and restart your Power BI so you can easily check and follow this particular video. So in this video, we are going to discuss the use case of fuzzy merge as well as give a practical demonstration of how we can use fuzzy merge in Power BI. In order to understand fuzzy merge, we have created over here a couple of tables and we have imported those tables already. So if I'll demonstrate over here that I have a countries table which was imported into my data model, and there is a regional transaction table which is imported. So if you see the data in countries, and you see over here you have three countries, namely Spain, Netherlands and Pakistan. And what I'm trying to explain over here, like whenever you have a case where a single name can be spelled in different manner in different regions, and you want to consolidate data for those particular countries, it will be very difficult to identify like how many variations can happen. So in this case, it was for me, it was also a surprise that when I realized and when I checked web that there are a lot many spellings available and in different countries for the same country. For example, over here I have only selected Spain, Netherlands and Pakistan. So if you see over here in the regional transactions, you'll see I have made a table over here in which you can see that there are a lot many spellings of Spain, like up till 1 to 15 I have this uh, Spain related different spellings which are available and which is used in different countries. In the same manner for Netherlands, there are so many names being used like Holland, Netherlands, Netherlands, Netherlands. So there are a lot many variations of a single country name. So in order to consolidate this particular data, I am using this fuzzy merge feature. So first of all, I'll go to edit queries and I'm going to select over here a new query, and in this new query I'm going to select combine and merge as new. Over here, once I'll select merge as new, this will ask me about the table I want to merge. So first of all, I'm selecting countries, and the second one I'm selecting is regional transactions. So the column I'm going to use for merging these two tables is countries. So for first table, I'm using this country, and for second table, I'm using country as well. Now over here, you'll see there are a lot many fuzzy merge options available. But in the first example, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to simply use this fuzzy merge, like use fuzzy merge to compare these merge. So over here, there are multiple options available, but for this particular example, I'm not using any of these options. I'm simply clicking on OK. Now to understand this, over here, you can see that there are only three countries, and for every country, there are 15 variations mentioned for this particular example. Like for Spain, there are 15 variations, for Holland, Netherlands, there are 15 variations, and for Pakistan, there are 15 variations. So there must be 45 entries when in ideal situation, if my fuzzy merge is working properly and the result is as per my expectation, then in that case I must see 45 rows in my resulting table. But over here, when I'll go over here and I'll expand it, for this example I'm ignoring trans ID and I'm only keeping country and transactions. So once I'll click OK, what will happen, you'll see that there are only 25 rows returning in this example. It means that although fuzzy merge has found lot many similar names, so to give you an example, like my name is written in title case form, but over here you'll find that capital or uppercase and lowercase, and even the word pain is also selected for Spain. In the same manner, for Netherlands, we have the title case exact match, which has no complication. But over here, the lowercase e Netherlands, Netherland, the Netherlands, and all these examples are there. But I can realize over here, like all other entries which are not the exact match or not a similar kind of match are ignored by this fuzzy merge algorithm. So in that case, if you are pretty sure like what are the exact names which need to be merged over here, in that case you have to create a transformation rule. For this example, I have taken all names, but in your case, you can select only those names which were ignored. But in normal cases, if you are creating a very strict rule over here, like for every variation you are handling it, then it is very easy for your system, or you can say this fuzzy merge algorithm will refer this transformation table, and if every case is handled over here, then our transformation will be perfect. So what I'm going to do over here, like in regional, for example, this merge query which I have created, I'll go to the first step over here, and in the fuzzy merge option, what I'm going to do over here, that I'm going to select this transformation rule, in which I have already given all those rules which are possible, and I'll click on OK. Now here, this is I have done deliberately, like that I was trying to explain you one point, like if you are having this transformation rule in which you are putting country and other name, in this manner it's not going to work. You have to change this column name to from and other column to to. This is a kind of a prerequisite for these transformation rules. Like whatever transformation rule you are going to implement, you have to put these column name from and to, so the system, the algorithm should recognize that which rule it has to follow, like from Spain to Spain, from Spain to Spain. So all these kind of rules are explained over here in this transformation rule. So now when I'll go to this merged table, I must see 45 rows. See over here, now I'm getting complete rows, and even those spellings which were almost, you can say, you cannot imagine in normal cases, like over here there's a Netherlands and Hollanda, over here there's a Netherlands and Pace. So all these variations are handled through this transformation rule table. So now my merging is accurate and I'm getting all these values over here. Now, one more thing which I'm going to explain over here, like over here, if you go to these fuzzy merge options, there are other, you can say, properties mentioned over here, but I'm not using those properties for this particular video. But to give you an example, like the set threshold option is something which is meant for making your rules strict. Currently, the rule is fairly, you can say, lenient, in a sense that if there are minor spelling differences, it is already pulling that particular variation and it's merging over here. But if you want to make it strict, then you can try using one, two, or three. Like if I'll select one over here and I'll make it okay. So if I'll see this merge rule over here, I'm getting very few entries over here. Like it is only allowing these case differences, but if there is a difference in a spelling, then it is ignoring that. So whenever you want you want to implement some strict rules, in that case you have to use these additional options, and you can increase this particular threshold based on your requirement. Now, where we are going to use it, for example, if you are comparing two different sentences and you want maximum accuracy, in that case, you might use it. But for our example, this is not applicable. Secondly, the maximum number of matches. So in this case, you are restricting your algorithm to return the best option. For example, if I'll click on 5 over here, so out of 15, it's going to pick the best 5 options for fuzzy merge. Now over here, you'll see that it has picked the 5 best option for all these countries. So it all depends on the way you want to use fuzzy merge. Here I'm removing it. So based on my transformation rule, it is now able to pick all those variations, although those variations are having different name which cannot be pronounced in a similar manner, and there are almost different spellings. But this transformation rule is going to help you refine your data, and you can get it in a very better, and you can see clean manner. So I hope this has clarified like how and when you can use fuzzy merge option in your Power BI data import and data transformation. So keep watching Easy Power BI. I'll be sharing more important videos in future. Thank you, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.